welcome to Maverrik Live. I'm your host, 𝗙𝗵𝗲𝗄, and today I'm joined by 𝗕𝗶𝗵𝗵𝗏.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here today again.
Again? Ooh, you happy to be back to Maverrik Live land?
Yeah, I really enjoy this. Also because you're great to talk to. And I really enjoy the themes that you bring up, which, you know, I think most people out there would also really enjoy listening to them.
Whenever I talk to you, 𝗏𝗲𝗄, it's usually about, you know, social selling, LinkedIn, it's all sales, sales, sales. But today we're kind of going through a more personal kind of thing, more of a homebound thing. We're talking about breaking through negativity in an office environment. So what I was going to put forward is conversations happen in two different parts, right? They happen in a meeting, and then they happen after the meeting around the office. And sometimes it can be rumors, it can be gossip, and it can sprout sometimes negativity of, oh, you know, maybe this isn't going right, or what we're going to do next. And it can cause a lot of confusion. Yep. So have you had much experience with that?
Yep, sadly.
Yeah, it happens. It's a personal thing.
We have something in this company which probably most people out there don't know about, is that we treat each other as family. So like any family, there are problems.
Yeah, like your phone going off in the middle of a conversation.
And there are bad days, like your phone going off, yeah. There are good days and there are bad days. There are times that you react better and that you react worse. And sometimes you bring out the best in people, sometimes you bring out the worst in people. The great thing about having a sort of family relationship in the company you work in, and if that is promoted, yeah, is that when a problem sort of surges, you can sort of put it out. Yeah. Either by apologizing or just by sitting with the person and talking to the person.
Yeah, we promote real talk. Like one of our values that you can see plastered around the building, plastered on a website, is being honest and real with each other. And there's no politics in play in a sense, because it's annoying when things go wrong and it could have been addressed earlier, but people decide to let it go wrong because, you know, of politics at play.
The big problem in anything, being, you know, a relationship, a marriage, father and sons and daughters, it's all got to do with one thing: comms, communication. And when there's a lack of comms, then there's a huge problem. So in a business, what you have to do is create a space where everybody feels safe, where everybody is happy to share their problems. Also, the most important thing is that the company doesn't play the blame game. What it does is it tries and help each individual be successful. Because if everyone in the business is successful, then the business is successful.
Yeah. How many other buildings have an office where you can walk into the CEO's office and just say, I need this? I've seen it so many times because I'm kind of like, Dean's office is one side of the building, I'm kind of like opposite it, so I can see people coming through with like laptops and sometimes with problems. And you wouldn't see that in a lot of companies where you could walk straight into the CEO's office.
Because there's one thing, is that most CEOs and business owners are not working with people that share the same dream. If you are working with people that share your dream, then things become much, much easier. Then it becomes a real business relationship and a friendship relation. It does hurt you in a way if you have to let someone go, because then, you know, it really is difficult. Yeah. But it also makes you do something else, which normally some companies don't do, is if a person isn't successful doing a task or doing a sort of job, you probably can fit him into something which he enjoys and he'll be successful. So then the onus of the problem is on you as the business leader to try and sort that out, getting the person to fit in. Yeah. And as I said, everything's got to do with communication. If you sit down with someone when there's a problem and say, what's going on? You'll reach a point where you will find a solution to the problem.
Yeah, it's interesting when you bring someone into the office, and like you said, they might suit the role for when you bring them into. They have some communications. Some things have gone missing, and you realise that they actually suit that role, but there is another opportunity for them down the line. And kind of seeing that opportunity is good, you know, for everyone, because you get the most out of them and they get the most out of the business. But sometimes, you know, I say people like that, they don't quite fit in, they don't quite gel, there's something there which isn't working, and you have to sort of address it and keep it open. And sometimes it does require someone to find a new opportunity somewhere else, because not every business works for every person.
No.
Like at all. Like people's values are different, people's goals are different. Some people come into the office just so, you know, they go in, they get the job done, they go home and that's it. Other people live their office, live their work, especially like the people who own the business and run the business and drive the business. And it's okay to have both. What's not okay really is having people walking around the office, just kind of spreading a little bit of negativity about the business in general.
And that must be addressed immediately.
Yeah.
If you want to sort that sort of thing. Because probably most of the people around that person don't feel the same. And this person then is hurting himself. And probably is doing this because, you know, is hurting because of something the company or someone in the company did to him.
Yeah.
So, and you've seen me do that already. Go to a person and say, hey, let's talk. And just set it out. You know, like everything in life, nothing is perfect. You don't have to like everybody.
Yeah.
There are some people that just can't get along with
some personalities just don't mix.
Don't mix.
You can have someone who's really loud in the morning and someone who really hates their mornings. You put them together, every morning you're gonna get that sort of, will you be quiet? Yeah. No, cheer up. And it's just an awful sort of mix.
It is. And we've seen that.
Yeah.
But an interesting trait that we got in our company, hey, by the way, guys, Maverrik, we are looking for people. Just see what we've got open. One of the great traits we've got in our company is when someone becomes a candidate to come to any job in the company, we check the person's profile, his professional abilities, and so on. But a very important factor is, and then we ask this is a question we ask ourselves when we're doing interviews: does this person fit into the team?
Yeah.
Will he become a good member of the family? And if he does, hey, that's halfway done. Because we know when people fit in, everybody's there to help out. And the person, you know, also wants to fit in and will help out.
I've done it myself. There was a time when I was going through a few of the candidates and I was like, okay, so I'll look through, both of them could really do the job. They're really capable, had a great experience and background. And then it kind of fell into that personality thing of, okay, so who do I see here? Who do I see is going to, you know, go further? And there's all that, those little things that went forward. And that's just how it is sometimes. Yeah. Like some people like fit and they gel together. When people start feeling a bit negative towards the company or towards a person, it is all about opening up those channels of communication. But sometimes people don't want to just go to the person and go, I don't like you, let's resolve this, because people don't have that confrontational part of their bone with them. So that's why earlier on or this week, I introduced a suggestion box to the company to say, if you've got any complaints, just put it in this box so you don't have to have a 15-minute conversation about it. You can literally just write your thoughts, feelings down, put it in there, and then it can get addressed by the team as a whole. And I think that's important to have.
You know, it is a great idea because some people, as you say, you know, they don't feel like, you know, talking to the other person or so on.
Yeah.
And just put it on the suggestion box. But the great thing also is that we have an open policy that you can walk into the CEO's office, anybody's desk, sit next to the person and talk to him about any issue. And that's the great thing. And as you know, and as I know, everyone goes the extra mile to help out. Everyone does.
Yeah.
You know, the carpet we've got on the floor was set up by everybody in the office because they said, we'll help.
It wasn't everyone. It was I'll give them their due, the people who actually put the carpet down.
Yeah, but I didn't see anybody say, I don't want to do it. You know, some people came for half an hour, other people came for an hour, others came for a day.
Yeah.
Everyone did the little part.
I was when we was just starting out and the floor was just basically a concrete slab. And now it's November, you could really tell the difference between having something under your feet and just being a concrete.
2 pairs of socks.
Exactly. But it was interesting because we were all complaining about the cold a lot of the time during it, but it was never a vicious complaints, really. It was more of just, we need to resolve this. And as time grew on, we got more money in the business grew, we got all comfortable with how we are right now.
But the great thing also about all of this, and I'm really grateful you brought this theme up, is that when a company is feeling happy, where everyone feels happy, feels motivated, feels inspired, that is transmitted to the way we do business and the way we portray ourselves. And that is critical to the success of any business. And I've been to companies before where everybody hated working there. In fact, you, I won't say names, but you did a survey of a company that we were doing a strategy meeting with them, and you did a survey with the staff, and the management thought we are the greatest, everybody loves us, all our staff love us, and then you did the survey, and the answer came back, we hate these guys.
Yeah.
And the issues all came to the same thing, comms. And when we sat with management and showed them, they didn't know who the people were. Up to this day, they don't know who they were. What the majority of the staff members said about the company, they went, wow, we never thought about this. We have to address this.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is they have addressed that. The company has grown, has become, a huge company now. And the staff are happy now because the issues were addressed. But the problem was they were a very closed business.
Yeah, there was nothing there to, get them to speak up, essentially.
Yeah.
Like they could just sit there and just boil and stew over the negativity.
So it was 9 to 5.
Yeah.
These people came in at 9, left at 5, and then they didn't care anything about the business.
Yeah, when life feels automated like that, and people aren't happy, they don't give the best results. When they're happier, they feel like they're a part of something. They work harder, they feel better, and the business just benefits as a whole.
Because you want the success of the business.
Exactly.
And the success of a business is yours. Also, we want to create a business at Maverrik that people want to stay in the business for as long as they want.
Yeah.
We know most of the people here are in the early 20s. And there's loads of future in front of them and loads of opportunities in front of them. But if they can stay in this company for as long as they want, they know they are comfortable and they will enjoy doing what they do.
And they can grow as
grow up as well. Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming down, 𝗪𝗲𝗃.
It's my pleasure.
And thank you all for watching this Maverrik Live. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on LinkedIn as well as all our other social networks. I'd like to thank 𝗪𝗃𝗃 again for coming down.
Very welcome.
And I'd like to thank you for watching Maverrik Live. We will see you next time.